So we're here with a Bway. Hi.
Hi.
Please introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Philippe Jakubowski, Business Development Director from Bway. So Bway, it's a vehicle we designed in France, in Le Mans. Well, Le Mans is quite famous, I think, here. So what we are making, we want to make a vehicle which is available to help to decarbonize all the country. And so first, we make it electrical. So we have just over there a motor, a 200 horsepower motor with a converter made from e-Power Labs in Basco, in Pays Basque.
I can do a video interview with them after, right?
Yeah.
So as a partner, you have to do something here.
Yeah.
What does it enable to do?
Yeah, because it's very specialized and there is a power electronic inside. So they make a beautiful integration with the motor coming from e-motor. So where it is located in the vehicle, so we need to go at the bottom, and we can see here, just at the really bottom, we have the motor with the converter on top. So what we have here, we have all the electronic for the interconnection. We have also developed onboard computer, which is used to control all the devices of the vehicle. Soon we will have also a fuse box, which is coming from our design office. So we try to make many things at home.
What is the design, the idea of this market?
So the idea of the market,
Yeah.
it's basically we need to decarbonize. There is 4.5 million vehicles like this in Europe, and using this vehicle, it's now they are diesels, they are 10 years old. So we wanted to put something on the market to help professionals. So we don't want to make a full configuration which would compete with the mass manufacturer, but we want to do something more specific. So we designed the chassis cabin, and for us the modularity is crucial because we don't want the people to carry tons of battery if they don't need so much autonomy. So the way we design the energy system on the vehicle, we have a modular battery, so we can put 1, 2 or 3 batteries, and this battery will give you more or less range depending on your requirement. So roughly one battery it's 150 kilometers. So if you put 2 batteries, you go to 300. And if you put 3 batteries, we have something like 400 kilometer range. So the energy for the battery can be used for the mobility, or if the customer prefer, it can be used to power an equipment at the back of the vehicle. So it can be a fridge.
What is this?
So this here, what we have on the show, it's a basic equipment. So we have sorry, I don't
The trailer part?
Yeah. So here it's just to open and to carry things. We have a box.
So it's modular, kind of,
yeah,
like you can configure it the way you want?
Yeah, we can configure it the way you want. You need. So you can remove all of this equipment. And at autumn, you can put an oven to get all the leaves coming from the trees. At spring, you don't need anymore to get the leaves. You won't use anymore the vacuum cleaner, but maybe you will need to spray some water on some flowers. So in that case, you remove the vacuum cleaner. You put a tank with a pressurized equipment to spray the flower.
How much can it
yeah.
transport? How's the weight?
The weight, it depends on the configuration, but roughly we have 1 to 1.7 payload on that truck.
1.7 ton?
Yeah, it can go up to 1.7 ton. It depends on the number of battery. And one interesting thing also, it's we make a modular vehicle. So tomorrow it can be longer, it can be shorter. If you need to roam in narrow streets, then we can make it shorter. For you, it will be easier to move. Also, for some application, we need to make it longer, so we can make it longer. And why can we do this? It's because we have constructed a vehicle with a bolted chassis. So what is the difference compared to a standard vehicle? It's here, everything is bolted. We can see we have all these bolts everywhere. So this is to make the assembly of the vehicle. And then it can be changed, it can be adapted. Also, one interesting fix, if you get, I don't know, an incident on the road and somebody bump you on the chassis, then you just change the part which is damaged. You don't need to change the whole chassis, or not to say the vehicle compared to cars.
Does it add weight to have modularity?
No, not really. Not really. We don't have so much extra weight.
Actually, you could save weight because you can just customize exactly to the configuration you need. So you might actually save 200 kilos compared to something that you don't need.
Yeah, this is one thing we want to do. We want to make the vehicle as efficient as possible. So you carry the battery you need, not more batteries. You carry the length you need, not a too big vehicle. Also, one thing, if it appears that the battery are too short for your operational requirement, you need to go farther, you need to make extra work with a new customer. The vehicle is no more capable because it's too short in range. It doesn't matter, keep the vehicle and we can add extra batteries. We can see that it's very easy to fix a battery. We have one here. And here it's very simple. We just bolt the battery, put extra cabling, and the thing is done. So this is what we can do. What is not on the display today also is the hydrogen capability. So instead of having so many batteries, we can put one fuel cell between the frames of the chassis, and in the compartment here we can put the reservoir for the hydrogen.
Is it possible to do a hybrid, battery and hydrogen?
It's always hybrid, because hydrogen does not have always enough dynamic. When you push to get an acceleration, it might take 20 or 30 seconds to get the full power, so it's not satisfying. So we always put a battery in front of the motor just to give a dynamic to the vehicle. And when you brake, it's the same. The fuel cell continues to produce energy, so we use this energy, if we brake, to feed the battery and to charge the battery.
And also potentially it's future-proof. You can just swap to future technology.
Yes.
And keep the same car.
Yeah.
Newer batteries come out 5 years later.
Yeah.
You swap to new batteries.
Yes, this is one thing also which is very particular to Bway, is that all these batteries, so I speak about changing the battery, but we can move the battery here to a new technology. So tomorrow we can have, I don't know, solid ion, solid lithium-ion. We can have sodium battery. It's possible. We can merge. We can convert the vehicle.
Do you mind going inside the car and explain what you have there inside?
Okay. So I go the other way. Pardon.
Design language needs to permeate everything.
So we have spoken about technology, but what got the worker every day? So we got a comfortable seat.
3 seats.
So here we have 3 seats. We can make also only 2 seats. It depends on the customer. Some are working with different. So we have a bright screen showing usual information.
What is the system you have running?
Yeah, so for the system, it's just a proprietary system for the vehicle. So we display all the information which is required by
It's based on
homologation.
Linux?
Yeah, yeah.
With the
And then-
ARM SoC?
I don't know the
Yeah.
technical details. We have air conditioning, also we have electric mirror, we have ABS, anti-blocking system. So we also what important things on this vehicle, so the heating system is electric, so you don't need to put diesel to make some heat in the vehicle.
What are you showing by being transparent down there?
Yeah, so what we can see here, it's another battery module. We can see the direction, so it's fully assisted. And then the orange cable are the high power cable powering the engine and the converter. One thing also I did not mention, we try to optimize the vehicle. So we have a frame which is made of aluminium. And why did we choose aluminium? It's because it's a light metal. So we are saving weight, and also it's easily recyclable. It means that at the end of the life of the vehicle, we can dismount this rolling cage and put it back in production for some other part. The body of the vehicle is made of thermoplastic. So currently it's an ABS plastic. Also, one good thing it's light, so we don't have so much weight. Another thing is that this can be easily recycled. It can go back into the production. And tomorrow we are working with also some partners which are developing biosource plastic. So it means we won't use anymore a plastic coming from petrol or two synthetic method, but it will come from nature. It will be a bioplastic.
Is there some more stuff in the front you didn't talk about?
Yeah, like what we can say more.
When I see all these things here, you were talking about electronics in there?
So here we have the electronic. So this is basically the brain of the vehicle.
The top part only?
Yeah, the top part only.
And what's under it?
So what's under, it's a controller, it's to connect and for some protection. And here in the middle, we have an interconnection of up to 3 batteries. One power to the engine and on the other side, but we don't put it on display here for security reasons. We have the power of all the connection for the charging. So in terms of the charging, we have inside that box, we have also an AC charger able to go up to 22 kilowatts, and also we have a DC charger able to go to 150 kilowatts.
Fast charging?
Yeah, for the fast charging. So obviously the fast charging has to be used quite exceptionally when you make a long trip, but not for daily usage, because you might have an aging of the battery. But we provide the capability in case there is a special operation one day. Okay, they can use it.
How far is it from mass production?
How far is it? So this one, now we are making what we call industrialization. It makes we optimize all the design so it can be easily produced. We make then the assembly in our factory in Le Mans, and we are So for production, we are ready to make it very quickly. And the second aspect, it's the homologation or the type approval. For this, to put it on the road and to be allowed to
How
join,
fast it can be done?
by end of the year, the homologation.
So quick?
Yeah, yeah.
So you've been working on it already for a while?
Yes. Today we need about 150 documents, written documents to produce to the authority making homologation. We already make 120 documents. The testing is the same. We started already full testing of the vehicle, and part of them are used for type approval.
So would it make sense to have passengers in the back?
No, because for this we need a special homologation, M1. So for the time being, we do not plan to make
a special module for.
Yeah.
You could have 20 people there in the back.
Yeah. We won't make it.
So it's bigger than a Cybertruck. Do you consider this a competitor to Cybertruck?
No, the Cybertruck it's already fully packaged. There's not so much you can do on the design. One good thing is we are making our own vehicle, so it means we can make it exactly as you want. We are like artisans. We can make a series of 10 or 20 vehicles, especially for your need. And
nice.
The customization is one key point of this. We are modular, we can adapt the technology, we can adapt the customer. So we hope we can fulfill a lot of needs doing like this.
So just, sorry to mention the Cybertruck again, but they sell for $120,000 right now. What's your target price?
Yeah. So the price we will be at a market price because we have some way to optimize the cost. But we can say that we will start from the 50K up to after it can go up to 150K for the most equipped version with everything.
If this is a huge success, you can ramp up, scale up, make many very quickly?
Yes. Because the way it is manufactured, we are not making chain manufacturing. We have some work position at some place in the factory, and all the equipments are coming to that place. So the operator is working on a basic tooling, and then when he finishes, he gives it to the neighbor, which will make it at the next step of the production method.
Is that an assembly line or a one-piece flow?
One-piece flow.
One-piece flow like 4. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you have any automation?
For the production?
Automation.
Automation only for the welding of the rolling cage.
Interesting.
So you could add more automation when you mass produce?
We will see if there is one particular model or design which represents 90% and we sell thousands of vehicles like this.
So what are the steps in any manufacturing? You do first stamping, welding, painting, and final assembly. You follow these steps or you have a different approach?
Yeah, what we do, we have a supply chain and we buy the equipment from contractors and we make the final assembly. And some contractors are making...
So you buy the chassis from somebody else?
No, the chassis is our design.
In-house?
Yeah, in-house.
So the chassis is in-house?
And the chassis, we buy the... So what's interesting also, it's if a particular region is willing to get a lot of vehicle, it's very easy for us to build a factory instead of having...
I understand. That's the principle of that you can have manufacturing in any place that you want to. So you do the chassis, then you do the motor, and then you do the cabin. What is the steps of the manufacturing?
Yeah, so the different steps. So we have one step for the doors, because in the doors there is a lot of technology, and there is a lot of work to be done. So we have workplace for the doors. We have one workplace for the front, for all the electronics, the motors, the powertrain, the direction, all of this. And then we have the final assembly where we bring the parts and we put them all together.
Okay. And who does the paint? You do the paint, or the paint is done in outsource? Painting.
It's the painting? No, it's a plastic.
It's wrapping, vinyl wrapping. That's that's very intelligent. Then you don't gotta deal with the emissions.
We don't have to make emission of painting.
The California Aptera does the same thing. It's a new trend to, instead of painting, to do wrapping.
Yeah.
How about the
and
performance?
one thing, to finish on this, one thing also, if there is a scratch, on the body, it's always happen, bicycle or motorbike or whatsoever, then it doesn't matter, it remains white. So obviously it will be slightly damaged, but it remains white. I mean, it won't be a full different colors.
How about the performance? How fast can it go, 0 to 100?
So we have an engine able to go up to 200 horsepower. So we can make 110 km per hour speed, and we can climb a slope of 25%.
All right. And you can have a trailer in the back also?
Yes. This the chassis we designed allow also towing of a trailer at the back, and we can go for the whole train. We size it to go up to 4.4 tons for the whole.
How about the U.S. market, the Chinese market?
So the U.S. market for us, it's for the time being, it's a bit the next step, because we need to reprocess the homologation. We have a different system of type approval. So we have a type approval for Europe, but the U.S. is different. In China, there is already a lot of vehicles in China. The Middle East might be an option also, because it could be also a market, because there are special needs which cannot be satisfied by all vehicles. So since we are able to customize a lot, maybe there are opportunities.
How about transporting a house behind, like a camper?
Yes, this is one option.
Maybe a transformer camper that becomes bigger when you park, and with solar panels on the top.
It's possible.
Whatever is within 1.7 tons, people can be...
Yeah, so we already started to discuss with some, for the camping car. And they need a longer chassis, but as I say, we can make it. They need some power for entertainment on board the camper. We can open the interface of power, and we need to provide autonomy for the people to travel. So
I'd like a modular camper. You push a button, there's three rooms. It's just gigantic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? It's up to the camping, the one making the van.
All right. So maybe can you introduce your colleague who talks about the engine there?
So maybe, if you want to know more about the powertrain we have here, I'm happy to present you Ron Duroudier. And because here we have made a special partnership with ePower Lab. And ePower Lab is a Basque company from Spain. Making electronics, so I give.
So you can have the mic.
Okay, I give the mic.
All right.
So,
all right. So please introduce. Yeah.
Definitely. So we are ePower Labs. My name is John Duroudier. I'm technical responsible of the company, and we are supplying the 3-in-1 e-axle to Bway. And this is the result of a joint cooperation with a large automotive tier 1, which is eMotors, with a small company as we are, which is ePower Labs, located in Spain.
So this part here?
Yeah, so what we can see here in this area, this is let's say the reducer with an integrated differential. So these plastic parts are emulating the drive shafts. Then if we move to the left side, here you can see this is the electric motor, which is the product developed and produced in France by eMotors. And then on top of it, what you can find is one inverter. So this inverter, what does is connected in this area to the battery. So this means that we are converting the DC current from the battery into AC current. So here we have some power switches that with specific software and so on, then we connect to the 3 phases of the electric machine, which are covered by this plate. And then we are able to control efficiently the electric motor depending on the requirements and demands that the driver is always sending with the pedal. Always, of course, fulfilling safety and efficiency.
What is the challenge of converting? Is DC to AC, right?
Correct.
What is the challenge, and how do you make it better than other people? Or
Well, all the co-founders and the team coming or working in Power Labs, we have a past in large automotive industry, so the combination with e-motors is just a good symbiosis because we are small, agile, but we are at the same technological level. So in this sense, the challenge are different ones. So of course, the first one is efficiency. So we need to ensure a good efficiency level to the electric motor and as well to the inverter, because if we are more efficient here, we can either extend the range of the battery or we can reduce the capacity for the battery. So this means that this is another value. Indeed, we have developed a new functionality which, combining different switching techniques, we manage to increase even more the efficiency of the entire powertrain. Yeah.
Because if you increase the efficiency, the whole car goes further.
Correct, that's it. Or you can do a cheaper car because you are removing part of the battery, which means that it's affordable to different
Well, it could be stronger.
customers.
You can carry more stuff.
Not more stuff, but you can carry it further. So the power of the motor and inverter is something, and then the range is proportional to the entire system efficiency. And if making the control of the inverter and the motor more efficient, this means that you can have a longer range.
What is the background of your company?
Yeah. So
what stuff you do?
we are ePower Labs, so we are a company founded in 2020. So we are coming from the automotive industry. In my case, I spent 7 years working either in Germany or Austria. And our ambition is to bring the state of the art in terms of electric motor controllers from large automotive to low OEMs. So when working in this industry, we were seeing that everyone was moving towards electrification. Big tier ones like Bosch, Vitesco and so on, they are focusing on serving the large OEMs. And our ambition is to bring the same technology but to lower production volumes and such OEMs like here we have Bway.
What is this RX Tricore?
Yeah, so one of the most important parts in the inverter and in any product which is mounted in a vehicle is the functional safety. So every product must be functional safe so that you can meet the safety level that is required, so you don't produce no hazards and damages to the material and to the people, not only to the people inside the car, but as well all people and material which is surrounding the vehicle. So with this microcontroller, which is very powerful, is a state-of-the-art in large automotive, we have enough power, computing power and mechanisms that enables us to reach the highest safety standard.
So highest safety. So there's a partnership going on here. How do you make the best EV engine, and who's making that part? Mm-hmm. Who's the partner here?
So in this case, the motor that you see here, you can see the logo is e-motors in this case. So if you zoom in there, so e-motors is the manufacturer from the motor, and then the gearbox in this case is from Stellantis. So we are receiving the set, we are making the assembly, and we are serving with this product to the end customer. So we are taking responsibility of making the final assembly, making the end-of-flight testing, and providing a full proven component to the...
What if this becomes a huge success? It can be large quantities also. It doesn't have to be only smaller quantities, right?
Correct. So in this case, or in the current scenario, e-motor has a wide bandwidth, let's say, to produce motors, and there won't be any issue in increasing the production to cover many thousand units per year.
So when I look at the Cybertruck, they're talking about one motor, dual motor, 3 motor. Mm-hmm. Does it make sense to have more motors in a car like this?
This depends purely on the vehicle system that you want to design. So if you want to make an all-road car, then at least you need, you can do it with a motor, with transfer case, but normally you can put in the rear one axle, in the front another one. But as this vehicle has been designed to make, well, this
and you could support that?
Yes. So we have the knowledge, and we also support the customers in integrating properly the drive units. Not only this set, but also we sell inverters as a standalone product, which means that we can pair it with different motors. And as we have as well our own test benches, which are state-of-the-art test benches from the brand AVL, we can offer turnkey solutions to the customers. So at the end of the day, the customer can take over the system, mount it into the vehicle, make some final tweaks in the vehicle, and up and running.
It's exciting time, the latest developments in the EV industry.
Yes, I mean, electrification is reaching many different markets and sectors, not only large automotive companies, but we have customers in motorcycles, in marine industry, as well in off-road segments. So there are some applications which are more prone to make the electrification, but other ones, they are more reluctant to make the shift. But well, we believe it's coming.